My name is Joshua Blackaby. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. I graduated in 1999. Spent a couple years with the University of Cincinnati in their aviation program. Decided to join the Air Force in 2001. It was a unique time. We were just going into a war with Iraq at the time. Finished up my bachelor's degree when I was in and started working on my master's, and was going to get into aviation safety and aviation management. At that point, I had no clue what I was going to do with my life when I got out in 2006. And that's when I decided to get in the oil field, was in 2009. I had some friends that were working for Neighbors Drilling, and they wanted me to come work on their rig. The next week I was out working on a drilling rig. I'd never seen one before. I spent a year doing that until the safety guy there that was on location realized that I had a degree in safety, and he hired me on the spot. And so within a week I was the safety guy on an H&P rig in North Dakota. About 4 months of doing that, they called me into the office, and since I was local, they wanted me to come in and be the EHS coordinator at Hess. I was removed from the rig, and 6 months after that I became the EHS supervisor for the completions group. So I learned that, and then I ended up taking the guy that hired me's job, Ron. He ended up going down to Houston. I took his position in drilling. As it progressed with my career, I ended up taking over all of Well Factory as the safety supervisor here in North Dakota. I did that until 2017, and then I took a job with EOG down in Denver as their safety manager of the Rocky Mountain Division. At that point, Silas and I decided that we were going to start Red Fox staffing. So I actually resigned from that position, and here we are today.
All right, my name's Silas Sneed. I was actually born in Hazen, North Dakota, but raised in Gillette, Wyoming. I came to Minot in 2002 to play college football, and pursued business management as my degree. 4 years of football, had a journey back to Wyoming for a short time, and came back to Minot to finish my degree. And that was kind of the plan. So after that, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I'd gone through my whole life of wanting to run a restaurant, wanted to be an architect. Wasn't too sure exactly on a career path, but I did know that I wanted to be an entrepreneur someday. At some point, that dream kind of faded away, and I just pursued jobs at that point because I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do, even after college. So I was a local DJ for a little bit. I sold cars. I worked as a waiter in restaurants. And then, as anyone around here can recall, the oil field kind of made its presence known again pretty heavily. My actual entry into the oil field was a flowback job. I went and applied for a flowback job, was hired on the spot for that. Did it for about 2 weeks and completely hated it, so I left. Did not want to do that. Had a friend of mine that was a lease operator for EOG and gave me a connection to that, which was with a company that helped place people into different oil field positions. Actually, I got an interview with a company and was offered a lease operator and a gas plant operator position. I ended up not taking either one of those, and actually hired on with the company that set up those interviews for me. And I ended up spending about 6 years there working on the staffing for the oil field, which is where kind of led us into where we're at today. I eventually grew to a position where my entrepreneurial spirit came out, and it combined everything to where now the expertise or skills that I learned in that job of staffing for the oil field has transitioned into Red Fox staffing and the creation of it with myself and Josh. So that's kind of where we're at today with where I'm at, I suppose, and the story of how we got here. Real people, real stories. Okay. So if you're interested in a career in oil and gas, then fill out the form below and let us help you get started today.